Christine Church-Monroe. In this episode, I just want to share my life living with epilepsy. I had epilepsy for almost 31 years. It'll be 31 years next month. So, and I just wanted to share that I just got my new epilepsy bracelets for seizures called Embrace 2. It's a watch that lets people with epilepsy or not epilepsy with just seizures live their life so their caregiver can get a message to let them know that they had a seizure, a grandma seizure, a non-tonic convulsive seizure, which we call grandma seizures. And it seems like that's the kind that I've been having lately. Which I used to have partial seizures and turns into grandma seizures lately. So it turns out that I've been having quite a bit of those. My life has really changed lately, where I can't really do a lot of things on my own anymore. So my life has really changed. I'm hoping this new watch will actually help. I have not been feeling like my normal self lately, because there's other problems as well with my epilepsy. But living with epilepsy can be kind of, stressful and hard. Sometimes I kind of lost a lot of my independence over my epilepsy, where I can't do probably about 3/4 of my stuff that I used to do before. Like I used to be able to go out by myself and stuff, and now it seems like I'm not allowed to do those things anymore. So my life has really changed. But I don't know how other people live with epilepsy. I know there's a lot of people with epilepsy, and some people that don't have epilepsy, they just had partial seizures, which are sort of like what I had before, solomatite. And that's what the doctor said, those are not real seizures, because you don't see them in the bloodstream, you don't see them in the blood tests, and in the pictures of the brain, CAT scan, I think they call them. So, because they never seen my seizures in the CAT scan and blood work and stuff, so they call my seizures not real. So the hospital never ever believed me that my seizures were real, which is very frustrating on me, and it gets frustrating in the family as well, because I'm constantly going to the hospital about 3 to 5 times a week over my seizures. My seizure starts off as a partial seizure and then goes into a grandma seizure. So, living my life with epilepsy is very difficult. It makes me very unhappy. I've seen other families, other YouTubers that have their life with epilepsy, and it seems like they're pretty happy lives. Their one family has the Embrace 2 like I just got today. I'm hoping this watch will actually change my life around and let me have a little bit of freedom. But my family does not think it'll work, because of course they don't know as much as I do about it, because I've been doing some research on this watch. But I just want to share my life with it. I never had my seizure videotaped, except for might have heard me having them, but he never actually seen me having them. It's kind of hard when I'm by myself. But yeah, that's why I haven't been on camera lately. I was just in the hospital maybe about last weekend. And that experience just wasn't very easy on me. My family did not know I was in the hospital. And turned out that I got home maybe about 20 minutes before my family did. And I went straight to bed. And it happened twice like that. And this past week I had not been my normal self. I'm just starting to get better now. So I just want to give you the updates why I have not been on camera. And on my YouTube channel, why I have not been on there. And that's how my life is. And it can be very scary sometimes, especially for when I'm on the streets on my own with my babies. I had some times where people tell me that they were going to take my reborns away from me because they think they're real babies. And I had some times where the children either did not be involved as well because they think my reborns are real babies. And then they find out at the last second that they're not real babies. So that gets kind of, well, scary. But what I get told by other people after I come out of my seizures. And I think that's happened last weekend. Anyways, I just want to give the updates. Because grandma seizures can be very scary. They're the most scary seizures that I know of over 20 types of seizures. The kind I usually have are partial seizures, where I just stare off. I think they're called solomatite. And they only last me about 15 seconds, maybe 5 minutes at the very longest, where people just don't even know they even have them. I know I used to go pale, but now I'm beet red when I have my seizures, so that has changed over the years. But yeah, that's why I have not been on camera. And I hope that everyone else who lives with the life of epilepsy, I hope things go well for you guys. And I hope this watch will help me out as well. The Embrace 2. It will give a message to my caregivers who are my family and let them know that I'm having a grandma seizure, because it only works with the grandma seizure. And they'll come to my location and give me care that I need. And hopefully my family will let me be a little more freedom and independence to myself. Anyways, thanks. Have a good day.